Namaste, namaste, everyone. This is Jenny and little Miss Bella here, of course, as you can see in the corner here. She joins in my videos for those of you who are following me. Isn't that right, my little boo-boo? I call her my little boo-boo. And whenever we go outside so she can do her little duties, I ask her if she's going to have a little poo-poo. So anyways, I'm going to talk about the new moon on December 23rd, 2022. So make sure that you hit that little button in the corner there to subscribe. So that way you're going to get new video notifications whenever I do them. Because I have people asking me, I didn't see that video, Jenny. Like, what's going on? Isn't that right, sweetheart? So subscribe for goodness sakes and make some comments. Let me know what's going on with you guys, what changes you're going to be making, how you're working with these energies, what is going on with you. Okay, so this new moon is happening, like I'm saying, December 23rd, 2022, and it's a new moon in Capricorn. And Capricorn energy is all about ambition, career, setting foundations. So you're going to find during this new moon that you're going to be more focused on setting goals, on creating foundation and making changes. Like the change is now. You're going to feel more pulled towards making those changes that you truly, truly want to do. And this new moon is going to help you work with that energy. This moon is also known as the new wolf moon. Who's going to howl at this moon? I used to howl with my wolfhound McTavish during the new moon, full moon energy and such like that. So it was always so awesome. Now, we also have another full moon coming in January, and it's another wolf moon as well. The last full moon also had the energy of the wolf moon. So make sure you watch those videos that I have done to get more information as well, how to work with these different energies. There's a lot of powerful seeds. There's a lot of optimism with this new moon shift, and new moons can be more powerful than full moons because the new moon represents new. What do you want to create? This energy will really help you, and it can be more emotional as well. I mean, any full moons, new moons, such like that, our emotions can be all over the place. So it's all about new beginnings. Let's make some change. Let's create that vision board. And it's after our winter solstice, which was on December 21st and coming on December 21st after our lunar cycle. And it's leading up to the January full moon in 2023 as well. So you're going to see how things are going to come into alignment for you more so on this new moon. And you're going to see more results coming into the next full moon, which is in January. So whatever seeds you're planting now, you can even start to see the changes coming in even as early as the new full moon that's coming in January. So that's why the Capricorn energy is more focused about your career, making changes, being more ambitious, following and listening to your soul speak with what projects and such that you want to work on. So this moon also, by the way, it's going to bring through the black sheep of the family. I mean, I've always been called the black sheep. I've never been accepted by my family, basically got adopted into the family. They didn't want me. They kind of pretty much abandoned me and threw me out. However, that's what gave me strength. That's what pushed me forward. That's what makes me who I am today. Because I know what it's like to be abandoned and not accepted by family and such like that. And that's one of the main reasons, well, not the main reason, but one of the reasons why I help people. I work with people and I give them a lot of clarity of what's going on. I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium. do past life Akashic records, animal communication, and so on, because I give you my insights into who you are, what your soul's evolution is about, your soul's journey, why you were, let's say, born into this family, why are you in this relationship, why is this happening to you, in a lot of details. So, but in my videos, I'm basically doing it for more collective, because when I have a client, it's just me and you with my clairvoyant insights. So we're also going to pull a couple of cards at the end of this video as well to see what the spirit world is going to say to us. So with you feeling that you are the black sheep of the family, you might have even seen that even more, especially during COVID. There's been that, divide, of course, by our so-called leaders, made us so-called leaders. Believe me, so-called leaders, there are no leaders of leadership as far as I'm concerned. So I'm not going to get started. So some of you, of course, were abandoned even more so by your family or your friends, that divide who's vaxxed, who's not vaxxed. I'm not vaccinated. Nobody is going to make me do that. I don't care who it is. We should have that right to make that decision on our own, not being forced by some so-called leaders of government who are only doing that to make money. But anyways, we're not going to talk about that, because this new moon here, you can work with it. And the changes now, make these changes now that you really want to embrace, especially with the Capricorn energy, because you're really going to start to get back on track. You're going to start creating more foundations for yourself. You're going to start to get more messages coming through. You're going to find that this new moon, you might even be sparked to, wow, I want to do this. Or maybe I want to fly to my destination that I've always dreamt about. Anything like that, really pay attention, because your soul's purpose is going to come out even more. Don't allow anybody to stop you from that. When you want to achieve something, when you want to work towards something and really create and be you, why would you be anybody who you're not? Think of that. Okay, so you're going to find that you're going to focus within. You're going to find that you're not going to want to focus without. Okay, so meaning that when you're focusing within, that's when you're hearing your soul speak, that inner guru coming through. That's going to be saying, hey, you could start having dreams about who you want to be. You could start having changes in your dreams as well, and be showing changes. You very well could have like your archangel standing in front of you during this new moon. You could have people that have passed over, passed on, friends, family, your animals coming through for you, showing you changes that they want you to make, or that you're going to be making, or you should be making. And during this new moon, our animals and people that are passing, they're leaving Earth. Like my dad left on the new moon, had passed on the new moon, and that's when I really wanted him to pass. I mean, we have no control over that, because we all have our soul contract when we're leaving, but just note that more animals are going to be leaving during the new moon. And people, you very well could find all of a sudden that people are just passing away a lot more. So that's why it's really important to really share from your heart with compassion and forgiveness, letting go. Whatever it is you want to say to somebody, say it now. As you can see, a lot of people are just dropping dead just like that. So I'm not going to talk about why. Heart attacks, strokes, high blood pressure, instant, people are dying. It is connected, but anyways, I'm not going to talk about that. I don't want to riot here. I'm not vaxxed. That's all I'm going to say. So you're going to be having a lot more energy during this time. You're going to be clearing past energy with people as well, because we have that pre-Mercury retrograde, which started on the 11th and 12th of December. And you're going to find that more people have come back from your past to clear the air, to ask for forgiveness, to have that chat with you, to invite them back in. You might find all of a sudden that that person is asking you out on a date, or you might be courageous enough to say, hey, let's get together. So make sure you watch the Mercury retrograde video I did, because I talk about if it's a good time to have relationships or not as well. So pay attention to that, because soulmates are coming in, twin flames and such like that. But you got to know how to work with that energy and the timing for that, because things might not work out. So watch my video, for goodness sakes, you guys. So we have this energy coming through with Saturn, which is connected, of course, with Capricorn. We're going to have that time when we're going to be laughing a little bit more, when we're going to do silly things. I mean, for those who know me, I have a really twisted sense of humor. And I get that from my dad. My dad was always looking for scandals to do, for fun, for fun. And it's releasing that inner child within. When was the last time you guys were laughing and like when you're like in tears laughing and you're holding your stomach because you're like, oh my God, I'm laughing. I had a friend of mine many, many years ago, and my friend and I, Tony, were walking down the street with her, and she's like very sensitive. We know how to like kind of poke fun and stuff like that. And I don't know who said it. It was probably Tony and I, because we banter back and forth. She started laughing and she was like, oh my God, in tears. She was Capricorn too, right? So this moon is going to affect her if you're watching this. But she was like, oh my God, she was like bending over. She was laughing. She had tears coming out of her eyes. And the funniest part about this was a guy come out of the house and he's like, oh my gosh, is everything okay? Like he thought she was like either crying or she was like in pain, because she was like, because, it was so funny. Like Tony and I were just cracking up. We're like, no, no, really, she's okay. Like we're just having some fun and such like that. I mean, we probably had a few drinks. We're probably at the pub, mind you, but it was so much fun. Whenever you laugh, that's healing. Laughter is a healing modality and healing of the soul. It's so important to laugh. I mean, yesterday I was so tired and I started and I was watching something and I just started breaking down and laughter. There was a dog in the movie, and it was so funny. This, I have to tell you, okay, like, gotta bear with it. There is this big dog, like a big, huge sheepdog of some sort, and the dog went and laid down on top of his owner, and the owner was like laughing, and the dog farted. It was so funny. Like my wolfhound McTavish would do that. He was like a 200-pound Irish wolfhound, and he would like get me down. And when you have a 200-pound dog laying on you, he would strap me down like that. My arms, I couldn't move. I would start laughing. And his tail would go back and forth and back and forth. And for those of you who know an Irish wolfhound, Google it. You'll see how long their tail is. His tail would be going back and forth and back and forth, and I'd be laughing. And it was like, oh my God, stop. And McTavish said it was such a fun thing. He'd be like, oh, this is so much fun. My mom, we're playing this game. And then he'd stick his tongue in my mouth because I would be laughing. And I'm like, oh my God, stop. So, anyways, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it was like releasing that fun, having that fun release your inner child, because Capricorn energy can bring out this laughter, this silliness, this inner child within. So please just let go, let go. Stop taking life so serious. We all have our duties, we all have to work, we all have responsibilities. Of course, but you got to balance that. Like I work every day, but I take my breaks during the day and my downtime and such like that. So it's how you balance things as well and how you make that change. Because when you're not making certain changes, This new moon is going to show you also what needs to be changed. And when we get that rude awakening, as I call it, change can be pretty scary. Like I'm always like trying to fix myself one way or another, to let go, to stay in the now. I mean, I chant every day quite often, and actually I meditate every day. I will like turn off the world every day. Take your downtime, you guys. Have some fun. It's holiday season, for goodness sakes. Christmas is family and friends and sharing and being loved, and Christmas can be very magical. And I know some of you don't celebrate Christmas, of course, for religious beliefs, or you don't. I mean, I'm always working, and I don't celebrate holidays because it's just myself. Like I'm saying, I was the black sheep of the family. Last time I had any so-called Christmas with family, I was probably like, I don't know, maybe under 10 years old or something. So I have my little girl Bella here. And then I would work at the hospice when on the holidays, I'd be like, yeah, put Jenny on. And, I'm no longer at the hospice. I'm not vaxxed, of course. And so I have little Miss Bella. And, you make the day beautiful. You make the day fun. You make the day how you want to make it. Be grateful. Be truly grateful for the littlest things. I'm truly grateful for the littlest things. Okay. So really start making like, especially whenever like you're hearing what changes you have to make, please start writing them down. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. Don't worry about when and such like that. You can always book a reading with me as well, and I can help you through that. And you're going to find that we also have ascension symptoms, which ascension symptoms can make you feel like you have the flu or a cold or something like that. Um, is going to, make you feel nauseated. It can create body aches. It's going to create sleepless nights, especially with the new moon. You could have your sleep's going to be a lot lighter. But I like the dreams. Like I had a dream last night, and I'm like, wow. I'm going to actually now also connect with a friend of mine who I haven't talked to for a while again, because I'm going to check up on her. Because what I was showing, I'm going to, say, what's going on here? Like, is this what's really happening with you? It was really, really good what I saw, what was happening with her. And I'd be like, wow, that's something she has struggled with for so long. And I'm going to check up on her as well. So make sure, excuse me, whenever you're hearing and getting pulled, who you should reach out to. All of a sudden when you're sitting back, you might hear a person's name coming through, or you might feel their energy somehow. And do you ever notice that when that happens, you might hear from them all of a sudden? Or you might be the one that can be like, maybe I should, give them a call. Maybe I should send them a message and see how they're doing. Check up on them. Really check up on them, because this time too can be a lot more people that are going to be a lot more lonely. There's people out there that are like, gosh, I feel so alone and lonely. I have no one. There's always someone you can reach out to. Always someone you can reach out to and take a look at, what, I'm not going to allow that person or that situation to drag me down. Oh, hell no, enough of that. I'm not going to allow that energy to bring me down and change my mood. Why would you? We all have the good and bad days, don't get me wrong. And with the Chiron energy that we're dealing with too, it is bringing things to the surface that you are suppressing. So whenever you're, feeling tears coming or emotion coming, please embrace it and see what message is coming through from that, because your soul brings things to the surface that you're still healing, that you're still letting go, that you're still trying to resolve with and cope with and ground yourself better with. So please show compassion towards yourself as well, you guys. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards from Spirit to see what messages Spirit wants us to hear about some changes, about us making the change, or whatever message collectively it wants to say. So I'm going to utilize the energy of this deck here, Earth Magic. by Stephen Farmer, because especially with Capricorn energy, it's earth. And earth energy is about being grounded, coming to terms with things, grounding yourself in situations, being more focused on things, being more intellectual, being more intelligent, creating what changes do I want to make, such like that. And make sure that you clear these cards, by the way, 3 times. Like I've cleared the cards, I always do before I do a video here. Make sure you knock the cards 3 times on wood, like bang, bang, bang on wood, because that clears your energy, or whoever used your deck of cards, tarot, oracle, whatever cards it is, from the energy. Okay, so I've cleared them, like I'm saying. Let's talk to spirit. Let us talk to spirit. I get messages 24/7, literally, from spirit. I just say spirit because I channel and work with the Christ consciousness. I hear messages from so many different sources and ways. I just say spirit. It's just easier for me to say that here without going into details to bore you all, right? So anyways, what is the collective message from spirit, December 23rd, new moon in Capricorn 2022? What is the collective message from spirit? Wow. Oh, how perfect is that? Oh, I just felt this card go right through me. Just literally. The eyes are the soul that speaks, by the way. I want you to go instantaneously. I heard this message as soon as I saw this card. I'm going to share it with you in a minute. But I want you to, especially when you're feeling lost, especially when you're like, who am I? What is my journey about? How do I heal? How do I do this? I want you to go when you're by yourself, make sure your place is quiet, turn your phone off. I want you to go stand in front of a mirror, or put a mirror up to your face, not your body, to your face. I want you to go and look in your eyes. Look in your eyes, not your nose or your mouth, hair, whatever. Go look in your eyes. Stand in front of the mirror. Look into your eyes. Your eyes are your soul. Your eyes say a lot about you. You can get answers. Stand in front of the mirror, stare into your eyes and nothing else. Ask spirit before, spirit, please give me that message. What is the message for me? I am open. I'm ready to receive. Stare into your eyes, and don't force any messages coming through or anything like that. And some of you are going to start to kind of feel emotional whenever you're getting that emotional, like, oh my gosh. Don't run away. Don't close your eyes. Don't dismiss that, because your soul is bringing up some information for you to know. Especially right now, we have this Chiron energy that's healing you. Your soul wants you to heal. This new moon energy is about change. Be open. Now I'm going to share this card with you, because immediately this is exactly what I heard. Shaman. Look at that energy right there. I want you to meditate on this card. Ancient healing wisdom. Really ponder on that card. Use it as your card of the day. Use it as your card for the new moon. Listen within. That's your soul. The shaman is healing you. The inner shaman within. How many of you are involved, connected, or feeling energy of the shaman? I do a lot of shaman work myself. I'm very connected with the native energy. Wow. 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 Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. I almost got emotional there. Thank you. I just heard another message. I'm not going to share it. I'll get all teary eyes. So I'm going to distract myself. So anyways, let's talk it up a little bit here. And I'm going to use one of my animal decks here, because the new moon, as I'm saying, it affects our animals. They're very sensitive. And our animals that are leaving, for those animals that are leaving, the new moon is a really prominent time. And as I'm looking out my window, I wish I could show you. Um, I literally, I wow, there's like ravens and a little squirrel going across the telephone wires. Wow. I just love this. I just energy, and it's so powerful. I'm doing this video on the 12th today, by the way, of December, which is a huge portal manifestation day. So you'll have to listen to my weekly collective vibes videos that I'm doing, because I talk about the daily energy every day for the week, what to expect, what you're going through, and what can happen. So you got to subscribe. Seriously, hit that button. So anyways, the deck I'm using is by Diana Cooper, Archangel Animal Oracle cards. How beautiful is that? Look at that wolf. Oh, and isn't that something? This is like the new wolf moon energy, the new wolf moon. And right away, I didn't connect that. I just felt prone to draw this card. I have a lot of animal deck cards, but I felt prone to draw that one specifically. So let us ask. I'm playing some music here in the background too, but I don't, you could hear it. I didn't want the distraction. I just love my music. So anyways, what is the message from our animal kingdom? What's the message collectively from the animal kingdom world for December 23rd, new moon in Capricorn 2022? What is the message from the animal world? What's the collective message from the animal world? What is it? Wow. Oh my Lord. The how perfect. It's not a wolf. Okay. I didn't know if a wolf was gonna come out. Now this is a snake. Snake is about transformation, change, rebirth, shedding the old life into the new, and healing. Live accordingly to your divine essence, the elemental kingdom. How many of you guys connect with the snake energy? Snake is all about transformation, transmutation, transcendence, rebirth, and change and healing. You might actually have dreams about snakes. Um, write it down. Like, seriously, write down your dreams, you guys. Let me know what's going on. Let me know if you've had any dreams, any vivid dreams, what it was. If you want to share, what are you healing from? What are you letting go of? How are you going to make changes? How do you want to make changes? What are you struggling with? I want to know. You can always book a reading with me, like I'm saying. Make some comments down below. Wow, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Animal Spirit World. So we're going to pull a crystal card always. I love working with crystals. Always choose a crystal that you're really, truly drawn to. Daily Crystal Inspiration by Heather Aspenoise. I'm probably pronouncing her name wrong, so I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. It is what it is. Sorry. So again, clear your cards, you guys. Clear your cards. What's the collective message from the crystals, the cosmic energies for December 23rd, 2022, new moon in Capricorn? What's the collective message from the crystals? Wow. Wow. Oh, I love this. Oh, isn't this so cool? Okay, so I'm wearing actually a lot of green today, right, as you can see, and I have different crystals on. This energy of this crystal is so beautiful. Chrysoprase, allow yourself to receive. Look at that. That crystal is green with some browns and golds in it. Brown for grounding, for the earth being Capricorn. Gold is the protection and the higher consciousness. Green is the heart chakra to activate that. How beautiful. And allow yourself to receive. Like, you have to have that balance of receiving and giving. If you're the one who is always giving and giving and giving, you will not be able to receive abundance and prosperity, let's say, from the spirit world. You have to balance that energy, because if not, it can create blockages. right? I know you guys have a big heart and such like that, and I understand that. It's all about the balance, the give and the take, the balance of time for you, setting boundaries, and also being there for other people and such like that. So balance the give and the receive, because then you will see that you're going to start receiving, abundance or messages from any way, source or form, as I call it. So we're just going to pull another deck of cards, or deck here, another card. Whispers of Healing, Angela Hartfield. It's such a beautiful deck. Isn't that so amazing how the cards talk to us? Like, oh gosh, so grateful for Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for sharing. So what is the message from the Healing Oracle for December 23rd, 2022, new moon in Capricorn? Because we're in that healing phase, we're Chiron energy, and a lot of energy is coming through this month of what you're trying to suppress. Let it go, because the more you're holding back emotionally, it's going to cause problems and blockages, and you're going to struggle with that. You're not going to be able to win. So I'm just saying, live in your heart and your soul, not an ego. Let it go. So what is the collective message from the healing world for this new moon? What's the collective message? No, too many. Wasn't feeling it. It's a collective message. It's a collective message. Collective healing message. Intention. The new moon, full moon, but new moon is all about intention setting, manifesting. You know how that Capricorn moon, I said all of a sudden you could get ideas with your career, what you want to change. Change is the key word here for this new moon. Start writing down your intentions. What do you want to change? What do you want to resolve? What do you want to say? How do you want to work with things? What's your dreams? Write it down with purity and honesty within your intention. Follow your own path. People can say, you know what, you should be doing that. You should be doing this and this and this. Guidance is great and all and such like that, but you can listen to as many people you want. However, you have to make sure you listen and pay attention to what your soul is saying to you. Very important. So I want to thank you for tuning in. And I go live, actually going live tonight in my Facebook group. I'm doing free psychic clairvoyant readings. And if you catch this video today and you're not a part of my group in Facebook, join. I'm going to put the information below of the name of my group and such like that. You can book a reading with me as well. I will put my website in that. So subscribe. Let me know what's going on with you guys. How are you guys going to be changing? What's your dreams? What's going on? Okay. And as you can see, my little baby girl, look at her. Isn't she the most beautiful thing? How could I ever be sad? That's my baby. That's my purpose. Well, one of my purposes. So anyways, namaste, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Love and light. Bye.